Hello, YouTube. How's everybody doing today? Hope everyone's well, taking it easy with the heat. I know here in Southern Ontario, we're still up in the high, like in the 30s. So with the humidities and, all the warnings, we're in the 40s still, which kind of sucks for us, but we'll get through it. Anyhow, how was my husband's week off from work and what did we all do? Well, had you guys seen my videos last week? We did come home for a couple days, and then we went back out to the camper on the Thursday, and then came home again Sunday. It was a little more quiet that time around. It was just my husband and I, and no one stopped by to visit. I did get more done on my Sophie's Universe blanket, and if you remember, this is the book. Yep, she's a pretty thick book, as you can see. I have just finished round 100. And once I get 101 done, I will then be going into, I think it's part 16. Give me a minute here to find my bookmark. Okay, so that's 100, 101. Yep, once I get this next round done, I will be on 116. So not much left to go. I am still working on cake 4, but I'm certain, finally certain, that round 101 will be the end of cake 4. And I do have cake 5. Now, is cake 5 going to get me to the end? I don't know. I'm still up in the air because some rounds it's taken a lot of yarn, and then some rounds it took very little. So I'm not sure. The way I look at it is, if cake 5 gets me to the end, I'm not going to do those 2 bonus rounds. Hubby and I were talking about this while we were at the camper. If for some reason I do need to get a cake 6, since I have it, might as well, add those bonus 2 rounds in. So how is she looking? I'm going to show you the corner area and kind of up the side a little. So the middle, there's nothing really spectacular or anything different going on in there. Remember, the blue stitch marker is where I was last week. And the purple is to indicate the beginning of the round. So, I know where I'm at. So, since last Wednesday, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like 8 rounds done from last Wednesday to today. So, got a hair hanging here. I can see it. And it's mine. It's a long one. So here we go. And as I said, I've got just a little bit left of cake 4. I know that's not going to do this next round because it's a lot of double crochets. But as you can see down here is where I was last week. And up here is where I'm at now, obviously. So kind of give you an idea. This row went pretty simple, like all these little baubles. Didn't eat up a whole lot of my yarn, which was nice. The butterfly with the yarn changing, I think turned out pretty cute. I like it. Still very happy with my choice on my yarn. It's going to be a lot of ends to sew in, mind you, but not as many as some of you guys did, because I know there's people out there who did change their yarn every round. And again, all the power to you. And they did it in worsted weight yarn where I'm using a DK. I don't know about you people. But anyways, I will move my stitch marker after I'm done recording. So anyways, I worked on it, like I said, at the camper. Since we've been home Sunday, I haven't touched it. Really, this first time I picked it up since we've been home. Now, on Saturday while we were at the camper, it got really, really warm out midday. I thought, oh my goodness, this heat's ridiculous. Now, where I live is classified as a mega city. We're not quite as big as Toronto, but we're very close to it. Like literally where you can be standing on the sidewalk and you're in Hamilton, take one step and you're in Stony Creek. Or you're in Hamilton, you take one step, you're in Ancaster. Like we've got a lot of little bits around us that's joined to us. So that's why we're classified as a mega city. And we have 5 Walmarts. Okay. Our Walmarts honestly suck for yarn. I've got to get one day recording it so I can show you guys. I think it's because we have too many locations. Plus, we have Michael's. Like we have, I think, 1, 2, 3. I think we have 4 Michaels now in the city, and then we have the Lens Mills, which is kind of like your guys' Aldi's, and then we're only like about a 40-minute drive from Paris, Ontario. So we have Mary Maxim as well, which is not that far away to drive. It's all country driving too. Like you once you get out of the city, which only takes about 10 minutes. Then once you get to the other end where Paris is at, you're only in the city for maybe 10 minutes and you're already at, the yarn place. So it's not bad. But so on Saturday, like I was saying, the heat was just outrageous. And I thought, okay, I want to go out. I want to go do some shopping. I had something in mind. My husband's one cousin, he actually got married about a month ago now. But and it was just small. It was just him, his bride, and their maid of honor, best man, and justice of the peace. It was literally no parents, no siblings, no nothing. Very quiet. Then they went on their honeymoon. Like nobody even knew till they got back that they'd gotten married. Like it was really hush hush. But in September, mid-September, they've got the after party kind of thing. So we're going to go to it in September. And it's going to be mid-September. So temperature is still going to be decent. So I thought, okay, I want to go see about getting a summer dress. I don't own any summer dresses at all. I have a couple black A-line skirts with slits up them. And I've got a few different tops that, okay, I could wear that with the skirt. But I don't have any dresses. And I don't have any summer sandals. So that let's go to the other town, like that's closer to our campers than our own city is, because they've got a Walmart there. Let's go check it out. So hubby and I got in the truck, threw the AC on high, and off we went down the road, kind of thing. We get to the Walmart. Like I said, I had a couple things in mind. So we're in the women's section, a little bit of a plus size woman. Their plus size clothing was here, there, scattered everywhere. I hate that. Like I go in, put all the plus sizes together. It makes it so much easier. I don't want to be walking around everywhere trying to see all the different areas to see what you have for freaking summer dresses. And our thing that really sucks is one of our Walmarts here in our city is the same idea. I will not shop at it again. I went once to shop for jeans and I think I got a top or two. And I told my husband, I will not come back to this Walmart. It's disgrace the way it's laid out. And I went looking. I found a couple dresses. The print was actually really pretty. The material was very, very light and airy. I thought it would be nice for a decent summer, evening. Long sleeves. I don't want long sleeves. I'd like cap sleeves, like the little shoulder cap type idea, or a very short little frilly type sleeves. I don't want long sleeves for a dress. I really don't. I don't do long sleeves often. You guys will see me in a sweater occasionally, but I don't really do long sleeves. I'm not one for long sleeves. So I looked and I looked and I looked. Didn't really find anything I liked. I thought, dang it. Okay, that's out. Then I thought, okay, well, let's at least go to the shoe department thinking they'll have their summer sandals on sale. We're getting to that time of the year. Our Walmart usually puts sandals on sale around now. I don't want anything with a wedge or a heel or anything really sparkly or, I want something I can wear to like a wedding or, stuff like that. Or to, my husband's company has a company picnic or just to wear around the camper. I want like an everyday sandal that's still nice enough to wear to a special outing. I went and looked. They had flip-flops up 3/4 of one side of the aisle. Then they had Crocs. I thought, are you kidding me? I went down the next aisle. They had a couple pair of like wedges and heels. I don't do those. I wore a wedge for my wedding shoe, but that's the only time I ever wear a heel of any kind. And that was 20-something plus years ago. So yeah, we don't do wedges or heels or anything like that. Can't walk on my own flat feet on, ceramic tiles someday. I don't want to add more to it. And then I found a couple sandals that were pretty and they were nice. They have the thin, like 1/4 of an inch, maybe sole. And when you take a shoe and you kind of bend it to see the flexibility in it. they're saying was hard as a rock. I thought I had a pair of sandals like that years ago. No support. My feet hurt. My ankles hurt. My knees hurt. My legs, my hips, my lower back. I thought I will never, 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 never do those type of shoes again. I thought that's ridiculous. And then they were a little too fancy. And I did find a couple that were kind of nice. And I looked. And I wear a size 10, 9 to 10 shoe, depending on the shoe. They went up to a size 5. I'm like, are you kidding me? Either they've already had their sale for their sandals and they literally sold out, or they had next to nothing in stock to begin with. So I gave up on the sandals. So hopefully maybe the hubby and I can go up to a shoe factory place here in the city. Maybe this weekend. I know we're home this weekend, so maybe Saturday. I want to get together with his niece anyways, because I got her a graduation gift from graduating high school. And so I do want to meet up with her. I should actually send her a message after I've done this video so I can say, hey, what are you doing this weekend, sweetie? You know, we want to see you. Got a little something for you. And then maybe while we're out, go looking to see if I can find at least sandals. Because even if I get a decent sandal that I can wear with my A-line black skirt and whatever top I pick with it, at least I've got something. I don't really want to wear my skirt with running shoes. Like that just, no. So anyway, so while we were in Walmart, obviously my end of what I originally went in for shopping, nope, nothing. It was a bust. I thought, oh well, it happens, right? Then hubby got a new Rubbermaid container. No, not for my yarn. I'm actually pretty good with the 3 bins I have here to my side. I don't need any more yarn or bins right now. But he also got me a bunch of bags of dirt for my garden, for my balcony, which by the time he got it and I got the greenhouse put up, I never did plant anything this year. But it's a start. I'll be a little more prepped for next year. But it was a couple different types of dirt or soil, potting soil and stuff he got me. So I got to actually look at the bags. But I want to put the bags all, like the bag in the hole kind of thing, like dirt in the bag, in the bin and put the lid on it so that the bags don't get wet while they're out in the balcony. Because then it'll just make the dirt useless and stuff. And don't want that, you know, kind of suck at the replace dirt that I never used. So I got to get the bin out in the balcony. I'll probably do that this weekend as well. And get those into the bin, get it all done up so that put it in the corner and hopefully it'll be all good for next year. So we got a new bin. Then hubby got a new pull pin for the trailer hitch for our truck because he just leaves the hitch on all the time and it got very, very rusty. And the pin, he had to take the hitch off to switch it to a different hitch that sits lower, I believe it is. Either lower or higher, I can't remember which. I think this one sat lower. And trying to put the pin back in, it really gave him a hard time because it's all rusty. So he bought a new pin. And then we ended up in the fishing sporting area. So I got some new fishing leads because I've got one left. And I actually didn't do a whole lot of fishing this year, last year, so I didn't lose any, but I'm hoping next year to get my fishing license renewed so that, you know, I can do more fishing than just those few days that are free kind of thing. Then I finally ventured over to the yarn section. Did not intend to go yarn shopping. I didn't do a whole lot. So, but I did notice this Walmart, like I said, was a little bigger than mine, and also in this area, the city where it is located, I think they only got the one Walmart. I don't think they have more than one. If they do, I don't know where the other one is located. I only know of this one Walmart. So I think that's kind of why their Walmart's a little bit more stocked than ours. Like I found a lot of yarn in there that I can't get at my local Walmarts. So I got 4 different colorways, and I'm not sponsored by these guys, but this is the yarn I normally gravitate to. This is, you know, the staple of my yarn collection kind of thing, and it's my go-to. So I got Burnett Premier. I got it in a really nice pale yellow. I got it in a really nice lavender. I got it in a very nice light gray. Now these 3 colors do work well together. I like the paleness of them work well. So I got those three colors. Then I got this blue. It doesn't really. I should have went for a softer, paler blue. But I do know I have a blue up there. I have a pink up there still. The only color I really don't have that's kind of soft is a green. So maybe that's the color I should look for next is a green. So I got those four skeins of the Burnett. And then while I was looking around, and this is the one, I thought, oh my goodness, I love it. The label's ripped. I tore it myself. I was going to try and do something when I was working from both the inner pole and the outer wind, and didn't work too well what I was going to do, so I gave up on it. But I got Red Heart Super Saver Bitty Stripes. The colors are beautiful. You've got like a yellow, a lime, an orange. You have like a fuchsia pink, couple different shades of purple, and then a blue, and then it kind of goes back to the teal color, and then back to the green again. So it's got some fun colors. So there's orange as well. Oh, it's actually more of an orange and a peachy, I guess you can kind of say a bit of both. Now, when I bought this, I had nothing in mind. I just thought, oh my goodness, this is a 10-ounce skein of yarn. It was a little more on the pricey side. It was like, I think, $11.99, where the other ones were $5.99, I believe it was. So yeah, this was a little pricier. Now, mind you, it's only 3 ounces more because this is 10, and these I believe are 7. Yeah, these are 7 ounces. It is a worsted weight yarn. Originally, I had no idea what I was going to use it for. I just thought it was really pretty. I wanted it for my stash, just for something different. And then I got thinking, I'm just going to hold a bit up here so you can see it. Really kind of got funky marble. I wouldn't know how you describe it. It almost looks like it was dyed in color, then white was splashed into it, or lighter colors. I thought this would make a cute, like, teddy bear or a bunny rabbit. And then I thought, nope, I'm going to hold on to it because there's a few projects in my Head to Toe Winter Knits book I think this yarn would be perfect for. You guys still have time, by the way, to vote. I will have a video up Friday for what I finished and what the next item will be and the next vote. So, yeah, stick around for Friday's video. But, yeah, if you want to vote, you can easily go over to click on my information and then, take you to my About page. And then from there, you'll see my videos, my lives, my posts, which will be the last thing that you can click on, going across the screen. Click on it, and the very first thing that should pop up should be a poll I have of 3 items, and click on 1, 2, or 3. I will be making everything out of that book, which again is my Head to Toe Winter Knits book, which is right here. So yeah, I still have a couple days to vote. I have not gone in. I have not checked to see right now what item is winning. I always wait till the Friday of, and then I go close the poll and put up the new one, and then do a video for you guys. So, yep, that's all I did for shopping wise. Like I said, normally when I go yarn shopping, I don't go too overboard most times. It's usually more or less just to kind of replenish some of my stock. Most times nothing in mind when I buy the yarn, unless like it's for the blanket, for example. But anyway, so that's all that's going on with me. Like I said, holidays are great. Hubby's got holidays again, and it's like, oh my goodness. First week of September, so like starting the Labor Day weekend, he's on holidays again for a week. And then, like literally a couple weeks later, we go up to his cousin's wedding party kind of thing. So we got that then like mid-September. And then finally all his holidays are done for the year, thank goodness. But hey, I get a lot of work done when we're on holidays. I can honestly say that. So I will talk to you guys later. There will be no video tomorrow for Things We're Making Thursday. I did show you guys that last week when I was home. So I might, you never know, throw up a Let's Sit and Craft video like live, or I may decide to throw up a bingo. I don't know yet. Tomorrow is Thursday. So our normal bingo will be 7 o'clock Eastern. So yeah, I may throw in a bingo tomorrow. You have to keep an eye out. You never know with me when I'll pop in and do one. But I will have a video for Friday and a new poll. So keep an eye out for that. And I'm going to say see you guys all later and have a great day.